All right, Showboating Sports guys, we are back. We are back in the building, and we are going to go ahead and let everybody else start rolling up in here in this camp. All right, here we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, we're going to start letting everybody else roll up in here in this camp. Um, so if you guys see today's show, is Jermall Charlo ready for Canelo? That's the name of the show tonight. We're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to get busy about that. Um, Hold on 1 second. Yeah, so we're gonna let that roll out, let the algorithms get everybody else in. But anyway, guys, like I'm saying, there we go. Make sure everything's just fine. All right. So anyway, guys, so we're gonna talk to you guys tonight about Jermall Charlo and is he ready for Canelo? Because that's the question. That's what the next fight is gonna be about. And so we're gonna go ahead and start cooking on that right now tonight, and give you guys my opinion, and then possibly get everybody else's opinion on that, and we'll see how things go. Go ahead and let the crew roll up here in the camp. All right, there we go. Will Peoples, man, let's get you highlighted up on the screen, man. Yeah, man. So tonight, like I said, yeah, man, Will, everything's been crazy. League of Legacy, salute, salute. C. Dewberry, salute, salute. Everybody's up here in the camp. Yeah, man, we're gonna talk a little bit tonight about that. What do you guys think about Jermall Charlo? You guys think that he's ready for Canelo with his layoff? So, like I said, we're gonna talk about that tonight. That's going to be the biggest thing. And also, I don't know if you guys got to see this video about Adrian Broner. We're gonna address that tonight. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, man. It was just kind of a horrible situation, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, we're just gonna keep on going on with it. We're gonna keep on coming on with it. But yeah, I think without that, D Ray promotion, salute, 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 fam. Yeah, man. I don't know about Jamal Charlo, man. I think he's ready. I've been seeing some stuff. Champs are not supposed to need tune-ups. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Will, I don't think so either. And the reason why I say I don't know about Jamal Charlo, I don't know which version of Jamal Charlo we're gonna get. But I will say this is that whatever version shows up, if that jab shows up with it, Canelo's gonna have a long night, man. He's gonna have a long night with that. And I think Jamal Charlo has, well, I don't think Jamal Charlo has a whole, he's got a long, um, he's got a long time to get in shape, man. I think Adams is a problem, bro. I like Jamal. I like Charlo, but might be a new sheriff in town. Oh man, you think so? You think so? I don't know, man. I think Jamal, man. Jamal, listen. One thing about it is, man, is Jamal has never lost. Jamal hadn't lost a fight yet, so he still has at zero, right? So when a fighter hadn't tasted defeat yet, they still believe, man. You know what I mean? So that layoff might have done Jamal some good. It's just some of that ring rust, maybe, but you can get around that ring rust with a good serious jab, you know. And Canelo can't handle that. Depends on where he is mentally. Will he be able to consistently show up round after round? Is my question. Yeah, yeah. This is the thing. One of the biggest thing about Jamal Charlo is Jamal Charlo has a sweet jab. Um, I don't know, man. I don't really Carlos, man. I haven't. I gotta do some more looking into Carlos, man. I gotta do some more of that. But Jamal can flat out fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Jamal just gotta be motivated and all that's been going on. So I had to go check him out, man. WAR said, what the hell, Showboating Sports on my YouTube sent out missing person reports. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Been doing a lot of filming and a lot of changing up some stuff. But you guys will see. You guys see what I've been working on real soon, man. We almost there. I'm just a little bit off from it. A little bit off on it. But yeah, man. Yeah. But yeah, man, Jamal Charlo, man, I'm telling you what, that dude, I don't know if you guys remember just how you guys remember when Jamal Charlo was the best Charlo and Jermall Charlo was like the little brother, but they was like he's almost as good as bigger brother. You know what I'm saying? And you remember when he lost with that Tony Harrison fight the first night, and Jamal came out and fought right after him and had a bad night, but he still won, still ended it. Yeah, Oh, Leg said he's about to reveal he went on a date with Baumgartner. Hey, boy, wouldn't that be nice? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Junior, salute, salute. He says a 50-50 fight with Canelo, in my opinion, because Canelo looks like he's declining. Yeah, you know what? You could be right. Said my cameras are working tonight too. Yeah, man. I had to come here and do something a little different, man. I always put up my avatar, so I said, enough of that all the time. But I got some stuff I'm working on. But yeah, Junior, man, the thing about it is I think Canelo might be declining a little bit, but do you think that it's a little bit of Canelo's weight that's a factor? Like think about this, Junior. This is the question I got about Canelo. If you guys noticed before the whole clenbuterol thing came out, Canelo was making weight at the lower weight classes and stayed pretty lean and pretty ripped up, correct? And you guys know that clenbuterol, what it does is it's really for asthma patients, but the side effect to it is it's like a steroid for asthma patients, and the side effect is lean muscle, and it helps you get in shape, helps your breathing and all that. But after Canelo got caught with clenbuterol in his system, now he moved up in weight. He doesn't stay as lean, and it seems like his win ain't as good. You know what I mean? Ninth round, 10th round, Canelo is always gassing out. Not gassing all the way out, but you start seeing he get the fatigue start setting in on him, right? So my question to you are, is it really that Canelo's declining so much, or do you guys think that it's a little bit of Canelo going to a higher weight class, putting on that weight and being a little bit flabby? I don't know if it's the clenbuterol or if it's his weight gain that has got him to where it seems like he's declining. What's y'all's thoughts on that? What are y'all thoughts on that? Yeah, say he went vegan. Oh, okay. Said Canelo went vegan. Well, I don't know, man. But still, Canelo still listen. Even if he still changed his eating habits up, Canelo still has a problem with his win. You know what I mean? Canelo looking for Charlo and Benavidez 3-fight deal. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. He's looking for that. But you know what? The thing about it is I don't know who he's gonna fight after that, but it's gonna be all good fight. But the point is, Jermall Charlo's been asking for this for a long time. Johnny Thunder, salute, salute. Canelo ducking Benavidez to fight a middleweight. Hey, but listen, Johnny, you right about that, but I'll take it. I've been bitching about that for the longest. You know what I mean? That Canelo should fight those guys. But I don't, hey, you guys remember on this live, what was it, about 2 or 3 lives ago? I ain't gonna say 2 or 3. It's been about 2 or 3 weeks ago when I put on a live, I said, with Jermall Charlo having a layoff, Canelo should jump on Jermall Charlo for the layoff, or Boo Boo Andre, because Boo Boo moved up to a higher weight class, and he ain't got all the way acclimated in that, and he didn't look like himself. You know what I mean? So this would be the perfect time. And I'd be damned if Canelo did not switch over to PBC to get that. And plus, it wasn't a whole lot of other people he could fight anyway, right? He tried to try a few other people, but you know what? It came back to this, that they giving him a great big old payday, and he's gonna have a 3-fight deal. So we never know. Hiding the facts, he was off meat, but got his, he got beat, man. I agree with both. As he got caught, he doesn't look as powerful, and going up in weight, he looks slower and he gets tired. Yeah. Charlo been crying for a Canelo fight. Yeah, Junior. Yeah. Well, all that, when you go up in weight, you are gonna slow down a little bit. Canelo, listen, they keep saying Canelo declining. What is Canelo? Canelo, what, 33, 34? Canelo ain't all that old, but Canelo has a lot of wear and tear on his body from all those fights he had. But guess what? Lomachenko had 300 amateur fights. Canelo had a lot of fights previously before Floyd Mayweather, before he got that fight. But so I don't know if it's so much of declining, because I don't really want them. This is the problem. I don't want people to use an excuse if Jermall Charlo beats him, David Benavidez beats him. Oh man, he doesn't decline so much, but he's still in his early. He ain't even in his late 30s yet. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like he's Triple G's age. You know, he ain't even Crawford's age. Canelo is younger than Crawford. So we gotta be careful how we say this, because we don't want to keep giving Canelo outs. Because as soon as he got beat by Bivol, what was it? Oh, Canelo got beat by Bivol. He was just too small. He's chasing legacy. he's doing what other fighters are not doing, right? That was their whole narrative, right? So then, you get back on here, oh, he's slowing down, declining, but all of them decline a little bit. You know what I mean? It happens, right? Hey, but think about it. Jermall Charlo had a long layoff because of what's been going on outside the ring. Will he have ring rust? You know what I mean? We're not going to make excuses for that. So I just want to know, do you guys think Jermall is ready? I think he should be ready. You know what I mean? But I want to get y'all's opinion on that. Do y'all think that Jermall Charlo is ready for that? Because he's been crying about it. I'm like, let's let this thing go. I think that he's going to be 100% back on it. He could have been using that stuff as a masking agent. You talking about that clenbuterol? Yeah, but the clenbuterol itself is a asthma patients, people having lung problems. You know what I'm saying? It's a steroid. That's what it is. And the side effects is lean muscle, and anything that affects your lungs and makes your lungs stronger means it's going to help you win if you're training with it. You know what I mean? So you're getting help all the way around the board. So clenbuterol is something that's pretty, you know what I mean? It's a big thing, It could be, and this is the thing. A lot of people don't look at sports enhancement drugs like it's a problem. But the reason why sports enhancement drugs is, what is it that you're having a problem with as an athlete? Is it your weight? Is it your strength? Is it your endurance? Any of that stuff that's holding you back, a PED can help with that. So people say, well, it ain't as bad. It is all as bad. What did you need help with? Clearly, what Canelo needed help with was his endurance and his him being lean, making weight. Because ever since then, he ain't made weight. Canelo versus Spence at 165. Nah, Spence said he don't. Spence said they asked him about that a while back, and he said he doesn't want to go over 160. Yeah. Clenbuterol does that. Yeah. It's for asthma patients and stuff like that. And so if you have that in your system, that's what it does for you. So, it ain't just the typical, just steroids that you shoot in your butt, but it's the kind that it'll help you out. So it's really, it kind of borderlines on just sports enhancement drug, kind of, so to speak, instead of when you say steroids, people think of the shot, the needle in the butt, and you put on all this massive weight. You might need help in other areas. Marquise, what's up? Salute. He said that man Canelo has finally stepped back in the deep end. Charlo by 10th round. TKO. Salute, man. Salute. Curtis Robinson, salute. Yeah, man. I'm getting everybody's opinion. Everybody roll in here. The question of the night is Jermall Charlo ready for Canelo with his layoff? And people are saying maybe Canelo is kind of declining, or we're just going to let all excuses be out the window. You know what I mean? Because Jermall Charlo's been asking for this for the longest. The fight is supposed to happen in September, so he has a good enough time to get ready. So what's y'all's thought? Do y'all think he's ready or any of that? But yeah, as far as Canelo finally stepping back in the deep end, I'm all for it. That's what I'm saying. We can't, listen, we've been crying about this for so long that Canelo fight these guys, and what they say, don't stay ready and you don't have to get ready, correct? And what is Earl Spence's whole thing? Earl Spence's whole thing is, I don't need a tune-up. So Jermall Charlo don't need a tune-up. But guess who he's got? He's got his brother. All those guys are kind of cool. They can all go, they can all kind of go spar each other, you know what I mean? But they got good sparring partners to help out, to sharpen that stuff a little bit. You know what I mean? So hopefully he get out there. And plus he's going to be motivated. So I want to see Jermall. And listen, Jermall needs some serious get back, man, because his little brother was smaller brother, because they twins and all. But his brother, he's been doing it up. And you remember Jermall Charlo was out of the two brothers, he was the baddest one for a while. You know what I mean? And I don't know what's been, he's been having a whole lot of stuff going outside the ring, the divorce, and then somebody in his family or a cousin or something that put a restraining order out on him. So there's been a lot of stuff going on behind the scene that's going on. So Jermall, we got to see what's going on with him. We got to, hopefully he'll be right. I think he will be. And I think the whole thing that Jermall needs is that jab. That jab's got to be on point. That jab has got to be on point, which I'm pretty sure his jab will be. Jermall got a hell of a jab, and that's Canelo's kryptonite, man. That jab is Canelo's kryptonite. It just really is. It really is. That jab is Charlo's is Canelo's kryptonite. But the thing about it is hopefully he don't have no ring rust. But the thing about it is he gonna need some wind. He gonna need some serious wind. So I don't know. They did show a video of him sparring here lately, and he dropped a sparring partner with a hell of a good body shot. With a real good body shot, he dropped him. So that's a good thing. Canelo going to try to clean out PBC, then retire on a white horse. Hey, Canelo can try it. I don't think he's gonna make it through. But listen, now I'm gonna say this. I'm all about boxing. Y'all know how we all are. We all about who's the best and find out who's the best, correct? If Canelo gets past Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez, and Boo Boo Andre, then Canelo is exactly what everybody said he is, man. He will be back pound for pound and the face of boxing once again. He will be. Yeah, Marquise. Hey, I'm with you. Think about it. He said, I love it. If he fights Charlo, the duck narrative goes away. Boo Boo next, win or lose. Yeah, listen. With him stepping up to the plate with Jermall Charlo, and he has he has a 3-fight deal. So if he takes Andre or Benavidez next, I'm not calling him a duck no more. Like he can't say they put Jermall Charlo first, like he can't beat Canelo. Yeah, but this is the thing. What does Canelo really want to do? Do you want to jump in with David Benavidez, or do you take Jermall Charlo after a long layoff? No brainer. You take Jermall Charlo with no layoff, with that long layoff. Hey, that's strategic on his part. Will it work for him? I don't know. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Canelo doing that. I really am. I'm okay with it. But Jermall Charlo got to rise to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? You had a little bit of time off, but so did Spence. Spence came back and still beat Danny Garcia after a wreck without a tune-up. He still beat Ugas without another tune-up. First few rounds, he might have been a little bit rusty, a little overexcited, then got right in there and then broke his eye socket, his orbital bone. Come on, man. You got to give it to that. Said Canelo's going to chase those unicorns, folks. Hey, listen, I'm okay with whatever. Listen, now that he's with PBC, as PBC is not going to pay Canelo $20 and $30 million to go fight John Ryder or go fight Caleb Smith. It's not going to happen. Or Rocky Fielding. He's got to fight. What did Adrian Broner say? That they're going to pay me $10 million, but I got to fight King Kong. You know what I mean? We got to fight these serious fights. And that's the same thing that Canelo's got to do. PBC is not going to pay him to go fight a nobody. The Zone didn't have no more $20 and $30 million to pay Canelo to keep going to go fight John Ryder and all those. Like they said, they didn't really make all their money back off of that. They just didn't do it. You know? They didn't make a lot of money off that one, bro. But not that John Ryder fight. That was the last one. So who else was going to take him? Top Rank wasn't going to take him. He wasn't going back to Golden Boy. So who was he going to go to keep fighting? Al Heyman's the biggest show out there next, right? Said Canelo won't fight Bivol at 168. He's scared he will lose. Yeah, he don't want to lose those belts, bro. And Bivol, listen, if Bivol comes down, Bivol's going to be probably a little bit faster. And to be honest, Bivol is actually a smaller fighter than David Benavidez. David Benavidez is a bigger guy. Hell, Jermall Charlo is really almost bigger than David Benavidez, even though is almost bigger than not David Benavidez than Bivol. Bivol is not too big of a guy. He really ain't. Go look at some of those pictures with David Benavidez and Bivol and Jermall Charlo and Bivol. They got them all standing side by side. Those guys are pretty big dudes. They lean, they're pretty big. And so Canelo knows this, but Canelo's got to fight those guys now. He's got to fight one of the PBC guys. And PBC got nothing but fire for him. They got nothing but fire for him. Hey, PBC was the wrong side of the street. Now it's the best side of the street, right? PBC got Crawford. They got Canelo. Who the hell else they need? Listen, all Devin got to do is come on over there. They got it. Listen, if PBC gets Devin Haney, Canelo, and Bud over there at the same time, they run boxing. They run it hands down. said, you know, Badu Jack was not weight draining. Oh no, he wasn't. He said he wasn't coming down because that's what Canelo does. He did it to Kovalev. Kovalev fought Anthony Yard, barely won with Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard was beating him from pillar to post all the way down until his stupid trainer told him go in there and knock him out. And then all Kovalev did was went into survival mode, and then Anthony Yard tired himself out and couldn't even get up off the mat, got hit, fell down, was so exhausted he couldn't get back up, right? Then Canelo went and got him and gave him a 6-week turnaround and a rehydration clause. You see what I'm saying? So Badu Jack wasn't going for that. You're going to lose with that. You can't go in there weight drain fighting Canelo. Canelo is a damn good fighter, bro. I call him a, listen. A lot of people think I'm hard on Canelo because it's Canelo. I'm hard on everybody that's full of bull. Canelo still runs boxing. Hey, listen, bro. Listen, I'm happy that Canelo's back. He's finally stepped up to the plate, and I'm all for it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Crawford was last year when we did a duck list, which, oh yeah, the duck list is be coming out. We'll be working on that some more. But Crawford was head of the duck list in 2023. Canelo, Keith Thurman was on that list. So Crawford is off the list because he's fighting Spence now. And Canelo, now he's over at PBC, going to fight Jermall Charlo. He's not back on that list. So you know who I'm picking for Canelo versus who on who, Will? On who? On which one you talking about? But Canelo's a hell of a good fighter. I just got tired. Listen, the same hell I gave Canelo, I gave Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman ducked Spence. He ducked Terrence Crawford. And I'm so damn happy that he's sitting over there out on the sideline watching. And he ain't even want to fight. He's ducking Boots because he know he needs to fight Boots to get back into contention. Charlo or Canelo? Man, that is a hard one, bro. That's a hard one. Used to, I was picking Charlo. I'm going with Charlo. Only right now, I'm leaning a little bit towards Charlo because I think Charlo's jab and Charlo's footwork will help him out a whole lot in that. And I don't think Canelo's going to walk him down. He has enough power to get Canelo's respect. But with that long layoff, I don't know. And Canelo is still Canelo is still a beast, bro. Canelo is not a walk in the park for nobody. Badu Jack was too much smoke even for Mr. Canelo. Yeah, not to weight drain him. You're not gonna go get weight drain and fight Canelo. That's why I brought up that Kovalev fight. Because Kovalev, you can't go in there and be weight drained and didn't even recover and think you're gonna fight Canelo and win. It's not gonna happen. The dude is savvy. The dude's got skills. Canelo is a hell of a fighter. He just been choosing weak competition. That's my only problem with Canelo. But now he's with PBC. I can't even cry about that. And you can't cry about Jermall Charlo having a layoff. Can't cry about that. Because Spence had a layoff. A lot of people had a layoff. Jermall had a layoff. He hurt his hand, and now he's coming back to fight Tim Tszyu. So he's had a little bit of a layoff. So Jermall, hopefully, mentally, he's together. But at the end of the day, you ask for it. It's at your doorstep. You got to take it, bro. You got to come on with it. Yeah, listen, Charlo has some real good footwork. And the two things that hurts Canelo more than anything is a fighter with footwork and with a really good jab. Those two things right there, Canelo does not like. That's Canelo's biggest problem. And Bivol showed you that. Bivol didn't do anything amazing in there. Bivol just used basic boxing fundamentals, work behind the jab. And Canelo had a hard time with that. A real hard time with that. Oh, he said no showboating sports. You don't like Canelo. Keep the same smoke. Now I like Canelo. I like him. I do. Listen, I like all good fighters, but any fighter that's breaking the rules or not fighting the best competition, I'll turn on him in a minute, man. Yeah, Al Heyman got all the good fighters. Listen, if they get Devin Haney, they shut everything down. The zone is going to be hurting now. Matchroom, the zone is going to be hurting now. Canelo's gone. Devin Haney's gone. I mean, a lot of them fighters are gone. They ain't gonna have a whole lot. And then you got rest of their fighters on these damn PEDs, like Dillian White. Why the hell is Dillian White still boxing and he keeps getting caught with PEDs? You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I like any fighter's good, bro. But they all got to fight. I don't care who you are. If Spence goes out and didn't fight Crawford and went out and fought David Avocado, I'd have turned on Spence. I'd be like, nah, bro, we can't keep having this. You know what I mean? Now, if he said, okay, I need a tune-up before the Ugas fight after surgery or before I fought Danny Garcia, I give you one tune-up. You get a tune-up if you got to get out there and get acclimated. You know what I mean? He said, no, you don't like Canelo. You serious? Yeah, I like Canelo. Canelo's a good fighter. What I think about the back and forth with Oscar and Hearn? Man, the thing about it is they love beefing. Listen, these promoters love beefing. You saw Leonard Ellerbe with going after Tommy. He want to punch Eddie Hearn. And Oscar De La Hoya, man, Oscar De La Hoya, listen, they all go after each other. They all know each other be on that BS a lot too. Curtis Robinson said, I like all the fundamental fighters. Yeah. You listen, you gotta be fundamentally sound. Yeah, I like them. Listen, all good fighters. Listen, I'm a fan of the sport before I'm a fan of fighters mostly. You know what I mean? Now I do have favorite fighters. Like I said, I've been rocking with Spence for a while. You know what I mean? Spence one of my favorite out there. But if he ain't doing what he's supposed to do, I tell it. But when I say I like Spence, I'm not saying that I don't like these other fighters. Like I like Bud, I like Spence, I like Canelo, I like all the good fighters. I just don't like when they start getting cocky and start thinking that they bigger than the sport of boxing without bringing what we need. They start not liking the not taking care of us fans. You know what I mean? When they start dodging and stuff like that. Like, cause y'all heard me on a live before when I said Tank, if Tank don't go ahead and start switching up and get with these guys, we got a problem with that. Keep picking these off guys to fight. You know what I'm saying? League of Legacy said, I like boxing. Yep, we all do. He said, yeah. He said, I can still articulate what I see, though. Yeah. That's the whole key to it. You can love the sport, you can be a fan of the sport, but we got to keep the sport as pure as we can get it. Now, sometimes I am biased. I am sometimes on certain stuff. And what I mean by that is let me say it like this. If the fighter's doing what he's supposed to do, you know what I mean? Like, let me say not biased. Let me say more double standard. Let me say why I say that is because Keith Thurman dodged Spence, and I got a problem with it. But Spence is dodging Keith Thurman, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because Keith Thurman started it. You know what I mean? He said that's why I have Spence over Crawford. He too strong, too relentless, and he very fundamentally sound. Yeah. His best skill set. Yeah. He's very fundamentally sound. He is. But yeah, so I say I'm double standard with that, bro. I had to be honest with that. Because I'm okay with Earl and Bud doing it to Keith because they did it first. I mean, Keith started the shit. You know what I'm saying? Keith started it, and Earl and Bud is finishing it. They freezing Keith Thurman out. And Buzz and Spence said he's never fighting Keith Thurman. I'm okay with it. But the boxing fan in me wants them to fight. I really want to see them fight. I really do. But if they don't fight him, I ain't gonna lose no sleep over it. Keith had his shot. Keith dropped the ball. He went too far with that. I can see you saying, okay, I'm gonna hold him out for a year. Keith had no intention on fighting them dudes. So Keith is gonna stay on the duck list. Yeah, if you can't take it, don't dish it out. Yeah. That's actually equal rights, not double standards. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Legal Lacey, but I have to be on there because I'm saying one thing and then say something else about the other one. But I got to be honest about it. I got to be honest about it. Yeah, Keith Thurman, boy. Hey, but Keith Thurman should be fighting boots. That's why I don't have a problem with them not fighting Keith Thurman. Karma happens, and Keith is learning that right now. Hell yeah, he's learning that, and he should learn that. But this is it. The lesson that Keith Thurman is learning, I hope that the other boxers are learning it as well too. You know what I'm saying? These other boxers got to learn as well. And that's what and if they look at Keith and see just how much money Keith is losing, then that's what I'm saying. You know, they see just how much money Keith losing, how they icing Keith out, they freezing Keith out. So if you're another boxer, then you should think the same thing can happen to you too. So when you out here and you always you need another fight and it's gonna take you 4 or 5 years to be ready and all this other stuff, nah, bruh, you gotta come on out there. Yimmy, salute, 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 salute. He said, why did EJ circle back to guys like Porter and Danny, who he said ducked him? But Thurman, EJ built his 147 resume off of Thurman's leftovers. This is the thing. This is the thing. Gimme, you got a point. You got a point. You got a real good point. But this is what happened. Sean Porter, when Sean Porter had the belt, he said he had to fight Ugas. He fought. He said Ugas was his mandatory, which was an easier route. He thought. So Sean Porter fought Ugas first. Then he turned right around and fought Spence. He had the belt. He only died Spence one fight. So Spence had to fight. Um, he had to fight Sean Porter to get that belt from Sean Porter. So he never. So Sean Porter never technically ducked him besides that one fight, but he turned right around and fought him. Danny didn't have a belt to duck Spence because Danny lost to Keith Thurman and he lost to Sean Porter. So Spence was chasing belts. That's what Spence was chasing. Keith Thurman had all the belts and would not fight Spence at all. Spence went and got another belt and said, hey, you got the belts, let's fight. Keith Thurman did not fight for years. He never went and got his elbow fixed. He didn't get his hand fixed. He was out there playing the flute, telling us, oh, well, he was 100% ducking him. And the reason why I said you had a point there, the point that I'm saying that you duck, I mean, that I say you had a point about is that he did fight Thurman's leftovers because they had the belt. He chose to fight Thurman first, and Thurman still did not want to fight that guy. But once Thurman lost all the belts, now he wants to fight him. So why should Spence fight him? You know? 8 Mile, salute, salute, salute. Danny was a mandatory, and Porter had the belt. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. Keith, one time Thurman wait for the big bucks paydays, folks. Hey, Keith Thurman ain't get. Hey, it's gonna be hard. He's got to go through Boots. Thurman's issue is he wants $5 million for tune-ups. PBC can't be paying him that. That's why he's waiting on PB. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. But this is the point. Why he's waiting, he's not going to get. 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 Crawford or Spence next. He's not going to get him. They got a rematch, and if Spence beats Crawford and beats him twice, rematch or not, Spence gonna move up to 154. He becomes undisputed, right? If Crawford beats Spence, he's already said he's moving up to go after Jermall if he gets that fight. Jermall, right? So where's Keith Thurman? He's still sitting around waiting on a payday. You don't have a payday coming. You got to sit there. You got to do that, man. Where was we at? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, hold on, hold on. Where was that? I was something I was missing. Hold on. Who said that? Hold on, guys. Let me see. Hold on. Hey, Cursor, you hold on, let me see. Hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, Keith Thurman thinking he's gonna get that. Keith Thurman ain't gonna get that fight, bro. He is not gonna get that fight. He is not. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, so yeah. Matter of fact, he owed big money. Yeah. Yeah. So what it come down to? What's up, Mr. Jefferson? Salute, salute. Yeah. Straight from B More. Salute. Hey, so this is the thing. This is the thing. Keith Thurman is not in contention right now. He needs to go get past Boots. And my point is this: they should make him go fight and go past Boots first. That's my thought process. You know, that's my thought process. And I know it sounds a little messed up for me, but it's bad. You know, it's bad. Said people sleeping on Charlo, he may be motivated. Yeah, he might be motivated. He might be. I think he is. You know what I'm saying? But the point of the matter is, he's been asked for this fight for the longest, and you got to be ready to answer the call when you call. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, he don't have to worry about. He's got a lot of stuff in his favor too, because he don't have to worry about. He's got enough time to go get in shape if he's not already in shape. He's got enough time to be ready for Canelo. Maybe a little ring rust, but that'll go away after a round or two. He worked that jab pretty good. Said Boots will ice Thurman and retire him. Yeah, but Thurman should have listen. Thurman should have to go through that, man. Jamal, salute, salute. He's I think with the 2 year long inactivity, Jermall Charlo will still watch Canelo. I don't know. We're about to find out. I think that jab. Listen, I was saying that earlier. The two things that Canelo hate the worst is a fighter with a lot of good footwork and a good strong jab. Those are two things that Canelo is hard for Canelo. And Charlo possesses that's a good weapon for him. That's a real good weapon for him. But I'm excited for that fight. You know what I mean? I'm excited with no excuses. With no excuses. You know, to me, I don't care who wins it. To be honest, I love these fights. These guys got a lot to prove, and I can't wait. I can't wait to see these fights, bro. I can't. Said, do you think Jermall more explosive than Jermall, bro? Hey, listen what I'm saying. Right now, Jermall has been more explosive. But if you guys remember, Jermall was way more explosive than Jermall. Remember, Jermall knocked who was that? Who's that he knocked down with a jab? He knocked somebody out. Who was that he knocked out with that uppercut from a distance? Came in with the uppercut, knocked him out. Woo! Hey, Jermall was that guy. Jermall was the brother that you was like the best out of the two. Then all of a sudden, Jermall stepped up and he became the best. You know what I'm saying? He became the best of the two brothers. But so you can't count Jermall out. He's still undefeated. So an undefeated fighter don't know how to lose yet. Oh, said oh, okay. Yemi said Charlo been in the gym for about 4 months according to his trainer and still got 3 months. That's a 6 month training camp. He'll be fired up for this. Yeah. This Canelo and a fresher guy right now. Yeah. Said Charlo is a very yeah. So that's good. That's good. That's good. And those guys are some serious fighters, man. Those guys are serious fighters. You don't listen. One thing I can say about them, they all emotional and they both give it they all when they get in. They all emotional. They all get in and say, yeah, this will be, yeah. He said this be Charlo's biggest payday and win will set him up. He needs to train away from, Houston and distractions. Hey, but now he done went through that divorce. He should be ready, man. Said Jermall has more dog than Jermall. I don't know. I don't know. You know, at one point we thought Jermall had more dog in him than Jermall. You know what I mean? Because Jermall was that guy, man. It's just that they done, you know what I mean, over the, you know what I mean, few little things outside the ring been going on, all that. Woo! It's been crazy. Dion, salute, Queen. Salute. Canelo versus Charlo is a huge fight. They'll sell out the stadium in Texas and pull in a big pay-per-view. Oh, yeah, they will. They will. That's gonna be a huge fight. That's gonna be a huge fight. Listen, this year in boxing has been incredible, bruh. It's been incredible. I'm telling you. Listen, PBC is shutting everything down, bruh. They shut everything down. Listen, it's not, listen, they can already take over. Like I said, if they do something and get Devin Haney, they control it all, bruh. They control it all. If they get Devin Haney over there, and mark my words, y'all heard it here first. They're working on that Devin Haney because Devin Haney got all the belts. They working on that behind the scenes. I promise you, they working on that. I promise you that. So Jermall is bigger. Yeah, Jermall a little bit bigger. If brother would fight brother, I would put Jermall would beat Jamel. I would. I would. Jamal's a little bit bigger, and I think he would have Jamel's number a little bit. I think personally he might, you know. But that's in a hypothetical situation, man. You know what I mean? And those two guys, I mean, brothers get at it, but to really train in a real good training camp and trying to stop your brother, I just can't really get into something like that. I just can't. I like to see them go at it like as a sparring match, but two like we said, Jamel versus Earl Spence Jr. They both stable mates, man. They both got the same trainer. So how can you get the best out of both of them when the trainer and the boxer are a team? You know what I mean? Like you got to think. The reason why both those guys won a bunch of titles that they won because Derrick James told them what they need to do and the adjustments they need to make in the ring and help them out with that. If you don't have him in your corner, that's just like a pilot and a co-pilot. You need that person. A fighter pilot needs that co-pilot in the back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all a team. He said PBC making it happen. And I'm glad all these hating YouTubers every day dogging PBC and Heyman. Yeah, man. They listen, they get mad and it's real messed up because I think, me personally, I think that Al Heyman is a fair advisor. He's not really a promoter, PBC promotional company, but Al Heyman as a good advisor. But he looks out for everybody, man. I think, me personally, I haven't heard any fighters really talk bad about him except for one or two, and one of them being Adrian Broner, and that means the show. I don't know if you guys saw that what's the name that went on. It was they did an interview and you got Adrian Broner on there been drinking and stuff, so he was a little tore up on the interview. And I told the guy, man, take it down. I'm not promoting it, man. Y'all need to take that down, bro, because he up there, he's feeling bad. And Earl Spence put out a tweet, and they was like, why would he go do that interview messed up like that? And Earl Spence said because he's an addict, he's having problems, man. That's the problem with Adrian Broner. He has a drinking problem, man. And you a YouTuber and you on here and you getting listen, me personally, I would not, if I did that interview and I saw him drinking, I would have been like, hey B, man, I can't do this interview, bro. I'm not going because I'm not even gonna put it out there like that. So there's no even need to tape it. And I know you really needed it, you wanted it, you know what I mean? Yeah, Mendoza, that guy knocked out Fedora, should fight Tim Zoo. Should they both got 154 interim belts? Yeah, Zoo, Jamel, I got my money on him beating Tim Zoo. They will never fight each other. Yep. Jermall is always borderline drunk. I hope this doesn't affect his overall performance time plus bad habits. Are you saying Jermall is drunk a whole lot? I didn't know Jamal. I don't really see that Jermall was drunk. I didn't see that. Salute. Yep. Most Heyman fighters are doing well and are living off. Yeah. That interview just came out today. It just came out today. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly which one it was. I got it on my. I just saw it. Okay, hold on. It is on. I don't know if they took it down. It is on the Danza Project. It's on the Danza Project, is what it's on. AB has been making bad decisions, and the effects of those decisions are weighing on him. Yeah. He needs help, man. Yeah. He don't need to thug it out on his own. Oh, so he is a heavy drinker. Oh, okay. Thanks, Dion. Well, hopefully that doesn't affect him in here. You know what I mean? So, hey, yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Yeah. Broner should be happy that Al Heyman just wants him to do good. T Hunt, salute. But yeah, you want that. But yeah, on that Danza project, they put that up, and I went out there and I hit them guys up, and I was like, look, man, y'all need to take this down, bro. And I think a lot of people saying that, but man, they need to take that down, man. I mean, Adrian on there, you can see he's really intoxicated on there, man. And he's on there talking, he on there about ready, he emotional and stuff. Man, that's something out there, man. You don't put out. I don't really try to do personal stuff on fighters. I don't, man, because I'm all about the sport. And listen, a fighter is human, man. We listen. We all make freaking mistakes. All of us make mistakes. All of us doing something, but we don't have a camera in our face 24/7. So the stuff that we do, I drink every now and then. I ain't a big drinker, but I drink when I go out sometimes, right? And there's things that we do that if somebody was there, could be blown out of context. You know what I mean? You could be having, hell, I done went through a divorce. I didn't, you know what I mean? It's all kind of personal issues and stuff that's done happened to all of us, right? That affects us in certain ways. And then sometimes, you got to pull back from the camera, but we can pull back from the camera. They can't. And so when you got interviews like that on fighters, man, I wouldn't, me personally, I don't do that. I try to leave that out as much as I can, unless it bleeds over in there and it becomes a really big problem. I just do, man. That's just not my thing. But yes, on there, man. I didn't really do too much of that, but I think it's a problem with the Danza project. So I was gonna put a video out on it. I still might address it, but I might address it in a way where it doesn't make Adrian look bad. You know what I mean? Says Showboat and Scotch coming out soon. Hey, I don't know if you knew this, but I did have my own liquor out. Let me show you. Let me show you guys from my trophy case. But a company, let me see this. See it? Oh, let me see if you see it. Right there. Can you guys see that? See it say brown bag vodka? Yeah, my own vodka line. Yep. But I had to change the name because the name that when I came out with it, Brown, because my last name is Brown. So I played off of that. So it's I put brown bag vodka. Birdie one, salute. Man, where you been, man? Yeah, man. You done forgot all about us, man. But yeah, man, I don't put that stuff out there on people, man. I just don't. But I told him take that down, man. So I might as well drop the link for the others. Yeah, I don't, man. I had to take it down. I could probably sell it, probably could have sold it, but the reason why I backed off of it was because of that. See, you can't see it because I had to let it go because somebody else used brown bag and somebody else used brown bag and beer. So it was brown bag beer is a place out in Texas that did it. And I tried to contact them and let me get that name, let me buy that off of them. But they was like, "Wait, what you offered?" I was like, "Well, hell, I just change it." So I've been in the process of trying to change it and stuff. There's a lot of hurdles and stuff to go through to get that stuff out there. So I don't know what the whole thing on that one's in the market now is. Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So you ain't been able to come on here? Oh, okay. July the 30th relief? Yeah. Yeah, it really is. It's supposed to be a good investment, man. But the problem is when you low on the total pole like myself, you know what I mean? You know, it costs a whole lot more and you don't have a big margin. So what I'm doing now is taking my time, making my name get bigger to re-go do it. So we finally getting the fights we've been. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about, Brittany. Listen. Canelo's gonna fight Jermall Charlo. Man, come on, man. We getting exactly what we asked for, bro. We getting exactly what we asked for. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm so stoked about this fight, man. I'm stoked about it. I love it, dude. I love it, man. It's what I've been waiting on, bro. Well, we all been waiting on this. Yeah. You're right. You're right. Appreciate you, Curtis. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I try to, sometimes you get a TD. Yeah, I try to keep my language a little bit on the better side and kind of keep it as clean as we can. Sometimes you let a word slip here and there. You know what I'm saying? And keep it a little bit there where it's more pleasant to everybody. I try to get in there where we got more and more people and but still have a good time, still represent. You know how it goes down. And plus, I make probably about 2 pennies off of these videos, and YouTube wants to restrict my 1 penny and keep one, so I'm making 1 cent a video now, man. I'm making 1 cent a video, man. It's finally good to see the best fighting the best, tired of these cherry picking money, taking fights that amounts to nothing. Yeah, yep. Yep. Appreciate it, Curtis. Yeah, man. Listen, I'm so glad that we all getting exactly what we want, bruh. We've been crying for this for the longest, and I'm just happy. And it started out. Listen, PBC has made all our dreams come true. And you heard Steven Espinosa what he say. He said, "Hey, the best fighting the best," and that's exactly what we're going for. And then what did Spence said? Spence said, "What we need is to support this fight, so this way these other fighters will follow suit." You think about it. Ryan Garcia stepped up to the plate. Ryan, Caleb called out David Benavidez. Then it's been a snowball effect. Ever since you turn around, it's been a snowball effect. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Will. Appreciate you. Yeah, I try to leave a little bit of that. Sometimes a word here or there slips. You know how it goes down. But for the most part, I'm trying to keep them 2 pennies in there too, man. But yeah, man, but hopefully we keep getting the best fighting the best. And that's what it seems like it's doing. Yeah, man. Yeah, Dion. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. Said finally boxing takes over MMA. Yeah. Yeah, but that alcoholism is a bad disease, man. But we've always known that about AB, that he had a little bit of a drinking problem. I didn't know if it was other drugs, harder drugs that was mixed in with it. I don't know. But AB, and that's what PBC really tried to do for him. And you heard Adrian Broner, he said something about it before. He said that Al Heyman and them had his checks and they would send him a little bit of money here, a little bit of money there. They got it all invested. They really try to look out for that guy, man. I don't think they ripping that dude off. They're not ripping that dude off. Said Tank will be out in a week and a half. Hey, that'd be good, bro. I hope Tank come on out. I hope he go on and make this Devin fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen. I think, listen, with Tank being in there right now, it's giving Tank enough time to miss boxing, be away from it, right? Are you from Baltimore? Yeah, you did say that. What's your thoughts? Have they said any more about that, Curtis? But I'm telling y'all, man, I told y'all Tank ain't gonna do that whole time. Tank got money. There's too many millions of dollars on the table. They're gonna let him go in and do a little bit, but they're gonna go ahead and get him on out. Tank coming on up out of there, bro. Tank ain't gonna be in there long. But hopefully he'll make that Devin fight. But if he makes that Devin fight and Devin signs a 2 or 3 fight deal with PBC, PBC owns boxing. Said League of Legacy says, I think that's why Floyd didn't want to fight him in an exhibition. He knew the money would do more harm than good. You know what? Lee? Hey, you might be right, bro. You might be on to that, bro. You might be right. You might be right. That's a good point. That's a good point, man. Because Adrian always talking stuff, but Floyd and them, they don't ever respond really, man. And I think they don't understand that Adrian's a good dude. He just has a real bad drinking problem. And that's where the problem coming in at. And trying to separate, trying to make, yeah. That's a good point. They might not, Floyd might not want to even think about that, you know. Oh, but I am gonna say this too, League of Legacies. Adrian Broner, hey, he might have flashes of greatness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I still say Floyd will beat him, but at the end of the day, Floyd got to work harder to beat Adrian than he would all these other guys he's beaten for this little easy money. Like John Gotti, what's his name? Was his nephew he fought? Whoever the dude he fought not too long ago was trying to brawl in the ring. Floyd still caught him with a hook. Yeah. Curtis said, yeah. But that's cool, Curtis. I think it's time for Tank to come on out, but hopefully he'll go ahead and fight Devin. That's the fight I want to see. Tank and Devin should get it on. That's the biggest fight to be made at 135 right now. Because it's for undisputed, it's for the clout, it's Tank, it's all of that. You know what I mean? So, hey, I think right now that would be the best one. I think they just need to do a deal with PBC and make it happen. Said Floyd trying to be the Gotti collector. Said Floyd saving Adrian from himself. The money in his hands is probably the worst thing for him. Yeah, that same thing League of Legacy said. And I actually agree with that, bro. Because this is the thing. They got to pay him something, you know? And like y'all said, if they pay him, he's going to put him in a bad situation, bro. Because they can't keep holding on to all his money. And they probably tired of fighting him. He probably calling all the time, wanting some of his money. He probably going back and forth with all that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? He probably going back and forth with him. Hey, I want this amount of money. I want that. And he already said that they give him a little bit here and there and a little bit here and there. So, you know. He said if destroy Devin under the lights, he might. Hey, listen, I can't say he will or I can't say he won't. But, hey, all I want to know, hey, Curtis, I want to see it happen, though. Hey, listen, anything can happen in there. Devin's got a real good jab, but can Devin handle keeping Tank? Hey, that's a whole lot of stuff. Tank is a beast, man. Yeah, he got a problem with women. Yeah, he does. He does. That cost him $800,000 for squeezing that girl's butt. He had to come off $800,000 for that, bro. I think he's still paying that girl, or I think he's still owe her. So who knows? So I don't know, man. But I think, hey, listen, Tank and Devin going at it. Yeah, Tank is a different animal, man. He really is. He really is. But I can say that Devin has some good skills. Devin has some good skills, man. He's got a really good jab too. Dion said, I think he's destructive, broke or rich. He has to heal his inner self. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah. He's got to go get some help. Adrian Broner got to go really get some help. He does, man. He can't do it on his own. He can't. And the sad thing about it is he still had a little bit of wiggle room in there for him to do a little something in boxing. You know what I mean? He can't keep taking all his times off. You know, he's right there at the end where he's got to, hopefully he'll go get that right, man. Hopefully he'll go get it right. Go get some help. Go to rehab for about 6 months, train in there. And he was doing good. And as soon as he won this fight, he's right there showing back up with that stuff. So he did good when he had a fight coming up. I mean, he was training and all that. You didn't see none of this crazy from. But the minute he won, he shows up on there drunk as I don't know what, bro. They should have let him do that, man. Yeah, he just had the fight. As soon as he had the fight, he's been celebrating ever since. Said Devin has to keep Tank up off of him, and that's not going to be an easy task. Tank can box way better than people give him credit for. Yeah. He's not just a power puncher. Yeah, Tank can box. He can. Only thing is, I say, is Devin can box a little bit. Devin's got a nice little jab, and Devin can keep his distance a little bit because Devin got a little bit more. Devin's a little bit more fundamentally sound than a lot of people that Tank has fought. But will that help Devin? Who knows? Yeah, them guys are awful for that, man. That channel's bad, man. That channel shouldn't have done that, bro. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So LSU won a national title here in Oklahoma tonight. Okay, cool. So I always feel like Devin would win that fight, but the fight with Lomachenko solidified it for me. Not sure Devin could take those straights from Tank, but after getting a light version, he'll be prepared. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Listen, I want to see them go in there and go at it. Devin gonna be fighting. Hey, listen, it's gonna be a whole different ball game with Devin and Tank. Cause see, Devin can't stand there taking them going to the body like he did Lomachenko. See, Devin should have worked that jab a little more with Lomachenko. That's what he should have done. I think, I think he should have worked a little bit more. Said Tank gonna get past that jab. Dion, Hey, Dion said Tank gonna get past that jab on Devin. Hey, I can't say he won't, but Devin, listen, you ain't never seen a jab that Devin Haney gonna have when he knows what kind of power that Tank has. But you know what Tank does? Tank tricks a whole lot of people. He going to hit them, but he don't hit them that hard to make them feel like, well, I can handle this power. So he trying to set them up for later on the fight before he really start trying to sit down on those punches. Yeah. Said Devin went in trying to prove a point and overestimated his power. Yeah. Thought he's gonna go in and get him body shots and lay Lomachenko out, and it just didn't happen, man. He didn't have enough for that. If he had just went, but he did good. I still had him winning the fight, but I think it was a real close fight. I really do, but I still had him winning the fight. But those body shots didn't break him down like it needed. It slowed him down that 12th round to help Devin out that Devin needed, but Devin should have went on back to that jab, man. Devin didn't fire that stick in there like he used to. Oh, so you see how Adrian missed? Yeah. Don King was pissed about it. Yeah, I knew it was, but I really didn't follow it too much. You know what I mean? I saw a little bit of it, but I was like, man, it just hurt me for that dude, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, he hardly ever jabbed though. He did. He hardly ever jabbed. But that's the key to it, man. With Lomachenko, you could have worked off that jab with that dude, man. Listen, after you worked that body for a few rounds, he should have just started relying on that jab and letting Lomachenko keep walking into that, keep walking into it, and just went all upstairs after that. After so many rounds of that body, just kept going to the head. So whoever Devin fights next is gonna be rough for him. Why you say that? Why you say that? Say J Rock needs to retire. Tony Harris needs to retire. You think J Rock needs to retire? Tony Harrison definitely needs to retire, bro. Tony Harrison definitely needs to retire. Definitely. I just don't think it's not going to turn around for Tony Harrison. He said Tank also will make you think he's going to the body to make you protected. Yeah. Just come upstairs with the blinding KO shot. Devin has moments where it seems he's getting distracted. Yeah, I think Devin gets there and gets a little comfortable. But hey, listen, once you're in there with Tank, that adrenaline gonna be flowing all night. It's gonna be flowing all night. So Devin gonna have to listen. Devin gonna have to make sure he's on point and not trying to make weight. Say J Rock chin is too suspect. But you think that's enough to retire? So that David Benavidez and David Morrell is the one. Oh, it's gonna be a good fight, bro. But I got David Benavidez winning that, man. I think David Morrell is a good fighter. I need to see a little bit more from him, but I think that he has a little bit of more inexperience than he should fighting somebody like David Benavidez. David Benavidez is polished for the type of fighter he is, and David Morrell, he's a good fighter, man, but he got a little bit of inexperience in there. I just Some of these fighters they need to season a little bit more. It's just like a lot of people thought Berlanga was gonna be all that. I kept saying, man, he needs some more time in there, man. He just didn't. He needs to be more polished. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's not talking bad about a fighter. People think you talking bad about a fighter saying a fighter is no good. It's like Boots. Boots has a little bit of inexperienced tendencies that he does, man. But I'm not saying that Boots ain't effective at what he does right, but you can see some of the inexperience that he has. Fighting somebody like Crawford or Spence, he gonna pay the price. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, still has a chance of beating him. He does, but they gonna exploit all that, man. Said J Rock's best days are behind him. I agree with that. But I think he still got a little bit left in the tank if he go ahead and fight back to back. You know what I mean? Some of these guys need to stay active. They need to stay a little more active than what they've been doing, man. That'll help out a whole lot. Said Berlanga got flaws. Yeah, he got a lot of inexperience too. What it was is, he didn't get a whole lot of experience when he was knocking everybody out first round, because you can't knock everybody out in every round. But what could he do? They put the guys in front of him. He knocked them out. Then when he got some people that just wasn't going for that, hey, you can see where his inexperience shows. Yeah, because it only takes one bad knockout in boxing for it all to go wrong. Yeah, J Rock gets caught with some bad shots, and his defense is not on point anymore. Yeah, but yeah, I agree with you. J Rock ain't exactly what he used to be. Yeah, he ain't like Tony Harrison ain't nowhere close to what he used to be either. But I think if they had stayed active a little bit more, they wouldn't be as in. I think they both need to be active. You know what I mean? But I do think that Tony Harrison needs to go and retire. He said Berlanga the body. Yeah, man. Yeah, Berlanga just man, that's what happens, man. When you know what I mean? Good fighter, but he wasn't as good as he thought he was. You know what I'm saying? Good fighter, but they need to make sure they move him in the right way. They definitely need to move that guy in the right way. Exactly. Say Al Heyman only paid twice or three fights per year. All you need is good 2 to 3 fights a year. But when you start only fighting one time a year, that's where the problem coming in at. But Al Heyman has been stepping it up this year though. You know what I mean? PBC has been stepping it up. Said Berlanga relies on his power too much. Yeah, he does. He does. He does. He thinks that's end all be all, and he ain't ready for that. You know what I mean? You can't go in there talking about you want to fight David Benavidez and all these other guys, and that's all you got is one good shot. You know what I mean? Because they got good shots too. You know what I mean? But you know what? Like I said, it's nothing wrong with that. These guys are not that experienced. They just got to build up their experience a little bit. You know what I mean? Brian S. Salute. Yeah, man. You gotta make sure, man. You gotta make sure that you put in the time before you start stepping up too fast. You know, you can't keep rushing it. And I think some of these fighters rush it. They just take some of these. Listen, if you're a fighter and you under 20 fights, under right at 15, 16 fights, you can fight 3 times a year for the next 2 years and get on up. Just fight 3 times a year for the next 2 years. That'll go ahead and get you on right. You fight January, end of the year, you know what I mean? Just every break it up. Fight every 5 months, something like that. Yeah, I mean that puts you a little over that, but just fight every 4 months. My bad, 4 months. Every 4 months you can fight. That puts you right where you need to be. That's my thought on that one, man. And you heard Spence used to say that. Spence used to say that all the time. I need to stay active. Adrian Broner, they all say they need to stay active. But what do? You got to make sure that you're not pricing yourself out where you can stay active 3 times a year. You know? And that's the problem, is making sure that the fights are making money. These fighters want a whole lot of money and they're not fighting the big names where both fighters are bringing it in. You heard what they said. They asked who made that fight, and Spence was talking to Brian Custer, and Spence said, I did. I made that fight happen. He said, because I gave Crawford some concessions that I probably shouldn't have had. Say Mayweather had a 6-fight deal with Showtime, remember? Yeah, Mayweather did. He did. And he was fighting and he was grinding that money out. Yeah. He said he didn't get that a great fighter knows how to survive. Look at Mosley survive with Pac-Man. Look how Floyd survived with Mosley. Floyd almost got knocked out in that Mosley fight. Mosley rocked him, dude. Mosley rocked him, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Brian is. Yeah, he said 2023 is going down in history. We still haven't talked about Cool Boy versus Inoue. Yeah, we still ain't got on that yet. That's coming up real soon too. 2023 has been the best year in boxing in quite a long time so far. So far. So far. Yeah. Yeah, man. Cotto, Berto, Maidana, Manny. Yeah, a lot of those guys. Well, now, but Floyd got rocked by really got rocked by if that's what you're referring to, by Shane. He buckled. He buckled. Floyd buckled. But listen, it don't talk bad about a fighter. You in there fighting, man. Every fighter gonna get hit. You gonna get stunned. But what do you do after that? That's where you got to know what you're doing and get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like Devin, the time Devin got hit and he was little wobbly legs like that, you know what I mean? And came back the next round was still kind of that. He was still dazed. So you got to know what you're doing when you're in there. But some of these young fighters don't know that because they haven't been through that yet. Yeah, so all we need is Tyson Fury to stop being a greedy belly. Yeah, that's exactly what we need. We definitely need that. What about Jared Anderson saying he's tired and burnt out from boxing? Makes sense. If he is, he just might as well go ahead. Listen, when you start feeling that way, bro, boxing is an unforgiving sport, man. It could be that one night you go in there not really 100% ready, could be your last night, bro. So when you start feeling like you ready to get out of there and all that stuff, it's time to go, man. He said, yeah, major fact. That's what Berlanga needs to understand. Gets in his head. He needs to really get this jab going and cut off the dang on ring. Yeah, you can't follow a puncher. Now you can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. You got to learn how. But you know what? It all comes from inexperience, man. They have good amateurs sometimes, but when you come into the pros, it's something different, bro. It's a different beast. You know what I'm saying? And Berlanga wasn't ready. I just think that Dave Morrell, he's a good fighter. I don't think he's 100% ready. Not for David Benavidez, you know what I mean? But for other people, he should have fought somebody like Caleb Plant first. See if he can get past Caleb Plant for some experience, get him moving and that kind of stuff. I don't know. I don't know. But him rushing in there for what's name, man. I got David Benavidez in there, man. Said Jared ain't even fighting no more that much. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He getting bored. Then he needs to get his team to step up his competition. Yeah, or just go and retire. Because maybe he's not taking it serious in training camp. I don't know what Jared was going on with him. Might not be taking it all like he's supposed to in there. You know what I'm saying? Could be doing that. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I can say is, man, this has been a hell of a year, and I'm happy for it. Said I thought Jared Anderson ain't no competitor out there for him. I don't know, man. You never know about these things. But you know what, man? They can find somebody. They can go out there and find some good competition for anybody. They really can. But a lot of these guys just got in their mind that they want these big pay-per-view payday fights, which is understandable. It's understandable. Everybody wants a big payday because they've been fighting so much. You keep getting punched in the face. You want some money to come home to after that. You want them big paydays. You want the cars, the houses, the vacations, and all that. You want them great, huge mega fights if you get them. Think about it. If you boxing, you make $500,000 a year after taxes. You got way less than that. You want $1 million. Then once you get up to making $1 million, you want to see what it feels like to make $5, $10 million a fight. So you always gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Said Wilder got a good fight in the making. Yeah, but you see him calling out Andy Ruiz. He said, man, tell your dad you need to come out and fight. You missed this fight, you might regret it. And then Andy said, okay, let's go. You know what I mean? It's funny how Wilder, you know what? Wilder keeps chasing fights, you know? I mean, hey, I like that in a fighter. You know what I mean? I like all fighters that are willing to go out there and change it up and go chase stuff. So if he's not taking it seriously, it's probably because he hadn't fought for a title or because he's not fighting the top competition in his weight class. I agree with that. I agree with that. He looking for them, yeah. But he probably hoping something great to happen. But some of these guys gotta, like I said, man, you gotta go in there and you gotta make some head waves in there. Just start fighting back to back a whole lot. You know, and make them notice you. Make them see what you're doing. You know. Because you gotta get that game up a little bit. You want that payday to come up. So you gotta get that talk game up. You gotta get the fight, all of that. Because it's funny how somebody like Rolly, without any really good experience, goes in there and fights Tank, then turn right around, get beat, lose his belt, go in there, get beat by a 90-year-old man. That 90-year-old man was whipping his butt. And he still won the fight, which was crazy. You know what I mean? They stopped the fight a little too early. I think it was premature. And you still keep coming up here. Now you talking about fighting Ryan Garcia. Oh, said he got some haters in his city. Could be. Could be, bro. Could be. Oh, Top Rank told me he's got to get his numbers up or something. Yeah. Well, one of the things about this, Top Rank is supposed to be your promotional company. And to me, Top Rank doesn't do the best at promoting. You know what I mean? Your Top Rank doesn't do the best at promoting. They just don't. Because what fighter over there that you guys see that they really do geriatric? Yeah, yeah. He beat Rolly down, bro. He beat Rolly down. But what fighter over there on Top Rank that you see that they just really promote, like how Floyd done Tank or Floyd was promoted himself? You know what I mean? What fighter over there they done that to? I mean, they talk really good things about Lomachenko, but they could have been really promoting the hell out of Lomachenko. Say he's daring to be great, but it could be his team doesn't believe in his skill set enough to put him in with someone dangerous. Hey, that's a good point. Like that's why I was saying earlier, we don't know what he's doing in the gym, and they don't want to go in there and rush him. And then next thing you know, he takes that loss. So they scouting old folk home, nursing home for Rolly next opponent. Yeah, but Rolly wants that Ryan. He knows he's gonna come with another payday. Rolly wants another big payday, which is cool. But if he gets knocked out by Ryan or gets beat by Ryan, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, Bob won't sell promoters. Yeah, he does. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Said Bob is just there to collect. He really is. He really is. But Bob has done everybody like that. Remember, he did Floyd like that. Bob didn't promote Floyd like he should have. He didn't promote Mikey Garcia like he should have. Clean cut, salute, salute. said, said EJ versus Canelo at Cowboy Stadium on the way. Yeah, clean cut. Sounds good, bro. But guess what? We can't jump the gun on this. He got to get past Crawford. They got to get past Crawford, bro. Said Top Rank is supposed to be the best at matchmaking, but truthfully, Top Rank only goes hard in the paint for, yeah. Hey, but you know what though? They really go hard for European fighters more than anybody. Top Rank does, but yeah, they'll push the crap out of European fighters. They really will. Yeah, Top Rank does, but they still don't promote the hell out of them. They don't. Top Rank, Bob is stingy with money, bro. Bob is still stuck on the Don King era. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, Brian. Yeah, yeah. They didn't promote him. They didn't promote Mayweather. But you know what's funny? Mayweather broke the mold on so much stuff, man. It's not even funny, man. He showed them guys just how much money is in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And Bob was saying that black fighters don't sell, so he didn't really want to put that money out there. Any fighter will sell. Let me just be honest with you, man. You got a fighter that can fight his butt off. He can sell if you promote him properly. You know what I'm saying? You promote him properly and put money behind it, then there you go. You got to advertise your fighter, man. You got to advertise it. You got to advertise him. And he never advertised them right. Bob does a horrible job advertising his fighters and promoting them. He does a horrible job. I mean, it's horrible, man. For as big as Bob is, you know what I mean? Top Rank is a huge company, bro. And they got ESPN. They own the WBO belt. You might as well say. You go sign with Top Rank, you getting a WBO belt. Yeah, exactly, exactly, exactly. The promoters take your money, and they want you to go out and promote yourself. Promotion is the key. Promotion is everything, 8 Mile. Promotion is everything, bro. Everything is promoting. You got to have it together to promote. You got to. You got to have it together. You got to promote, and that's what's going to get you on the top. And Floyd shows you that. He shows you He did his career that way. He did Gervonta Tank Davis' career that way. Now, don't get it twisted. Both of those guys fought and won. Floyd fought better competition than Tank did, but Tank knocked out just about every person he done fought, he done knocked out. So that right there goes with it itself. So that makes him an exciting fighter, which makes it easy. On top of, you got Floyd behind him, you got the money behind him, and then he's okay. He's on social media arguing and talking and doing all this stuff. So Tank is a walking promotion. He talks trash. He loves to fight. He knocks people out. He's exciting. He's dynamic. And Floyd still promotes him, still put money behind him. So what does that say? Top Rank doesn't do it. De La Hoya don't even do it. De La Hoya don't do it. He was just making free money off Canelo, and Canelo got tired of that stuff. Yep. Clean Cut is right. Said Top Rank is great at building fighters up, but time to go after you get a belt. Yeah. After you get through your first contract with Top Rank, leave. Go. Get the hell out of there. Said Bob wants you to promote yourself and takes 3% of your earnings. I feel like if that's the case, you might as well be a free agent and pay no one but yourself. Hey, but the problem with that is they dictate on who's got those belts. You know what I'm saying? Like Bob had all the belts at 135. Bob had all of them. He had a lot of belts at 140. He had all the belts at one time at 140. You see what I'm saying? So he was controlling the belts. That's the whole problem. You know, if you 135, you're going to try to stick where the belts are. You know what I'm saying? That's the only problem. And Bob made sure that his fighters, he keep it in-house. He did not think that Teofimo Lopez was going to lose to Kambosos. And then he had Lomachenko going in there to go fight Kambosos to get the belts back. But the war, and then Devin Haney took everything that they said they put his way. He agreed to everything to get those belts and won all three. Who does De La Hoya have left after Ryan? That's hard to say. Nobody good. Nobody that I thought that's good enough to, you know. He got Shakur Stevenson. I mean, not De La Hoya. Not Top Rank. Not Table Rank. My bad. Yeah. De La Hoya don't have nobody. He don't have anybody. He doesn't have all the person he got Ryan. He's got Virgil Ortiz. He still has Virgil Ortiz. He's got a few fights, but no big names. He ain't got nobody big that's really shakers and movers. But that's why he tried to work with PBC, because he knew he was losing Ryan. So, yep, Virgil Ortiz and some up and comers. Yep, those guys, you know. But if Virgil wasn't having health problems, he'd have to be feeding Virgil. Virgil's health problems has been, he, hadn't had to push Virgil too much. Everyone said the sanction bodies really be robbing fighters and keeping all that dang on money. They do nothing to help the fighters during and after retirement. That's why Spence and Ward stepped up. Yeah. I agree with that. They get 3%, and then Mauricio Suleiman clapped back and said that it's capped at 300,000, but still 300,000. And you think of how many fighters you get collecting that money from, but no arena fillers. Will said, but no arena fillers. So Ortiz does very well in Texas. Oh, yeah, he sure does. Hey, Ortiz is a good fighter, man. You see some little inexperience in him, but he got some good power and stuff. Got a good chin. Huck Mo 365, salute, bruh, salute. Yeah, man, been working on some stuff, and it's getting ready to come out again, man. But yeah, we redoing some format and stuff, so it's coming on out. Say Virgil needs to be more active and healthier. Yeah, he does. Virgil definitely needs to be more active. Definitely. Sorry about that, guys. My stuff tripped out on me, man. I was up here touching something and it tripped out. Sorry about that. See, I like Virgil and know how his potential, but he might retire due to health. Yeah, Virgil has some health problems, some health issues. So, man, I was up here and something happened and thing clicked on out, man. My apologies, guys. My apologies. My apologies. Yeah, but Virgil, yeah, man, Virgil health issues, man, it's crazy. Did you Tim Zoo versus Ocampo fight? Nah, I didn't. Nah, He also said he in 2 years, PBC only donated 2 million of the money they take. That's crazy because there is multiple undisputed and unified champions. They take 3% from. Mm. I must have missed what you said. That yeah, but the problem is, yeah, but see, the problem is that you got the sanctioning bodies, man. They're never gonna turn that money loose. That's not gonna happen. They're never gonna turn that money loose. They're gonna keep taking that money and just doing whatever the hell they want to with it. But my problem with the sanctioning bodies is if a fighter, let's say a fighter holds that belt, right? And you make 3%, you could be putting something back for the fighter, something. I don't know. I don't 100% know what the fighters need. Maybe put it out there, the little bit of money that they got, maybe put some kind of insurance out there for fighters or helping fighters that die in the ring or whatever else, or stuff like that you help with bills and burial. It's something that the sanctioning bodies can do because they are taking money from fighters. And but this is the thing. Let's say you get a fighter that got $10 million and you're taking all this money from them. There's got to be something that you can do, insurance or something that you do for that fighter in case something happens. I don't know. Those fighters know what they need, but what I think they should do is this is what I think should be the perfect thing for the fighter should say. They should come up with the things that they think that the sanctioning body should do and that they ask of the sanctioning bodies. And they all band together and yeah, a union. You're right, a union, some kind of union, and a union would probably help. Some sort of a union or something that they could all get out there and ask for and have the sanctioning bodies play a part of. I don't think that's too much to ask for. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you're on there, you should be like, well, look, this is what we need as boxers, and since we're giving out so much money, can y'all establish something for the fighters that die in the ring? Like I said, pay for funerals or something for the kids' college. The the boxers that goes towards something in there because they making millions and millions of dollars, but at least just throw a little bit out or get a boxer out that you help out with once a year or something. I don't think that the top fighters would cry about it because they're losing the money anyway. But if they want to see that something's being done, and because sometimes the sanctioning bodies ain't They get behind one fighter. We all know that they do that because you guys remember when y'all remember when um uh like when Canelo got caught with the whole clenbuterol thing. What happened? WBC stepped up to it and made sure that they got it changed. They even lowered, they even raised that you could have a little clenbuterol in your system. They changed that. You remember when what's the name? Alejandro Jimenez got caught with steroids and they got behind her and wouldn't strip her that belt for so long. You know, they got right back behind her. So they do choose sides sometimes. And so with them being so biased, you know, they got to make sure that they look out for all fighters. Because you taking money from all fighters that are good fighters that win belts. Clean Cut said a YouTuber tried to start a union with PBC fighters and got his credentials snatched. It will take the fighters and sanction bodies to develop a union. Yeah, somebody does. Somebody, I just think that there's got to be a fix, but they all got to sit down and try to figure out what it is. And on the outside looking in, I don't know all the intricate parts that work behind the scenes that go on because I've never been behind the scenes. I can only assume and assume. You know what they say about assuming? You make a butt out of yourself. But with what they're doing, they need to say what they need at least before they even go as far as getting a union. Just say, hey, look, this is what we all need, and start. Well, I guess maybe a union is what probably they would have to do is so they can get one fighter to talk up for all fighters. They go have meetings and get a board of directors and all that kind of stuff. And that way, one fighter can say, and then they have all the fighters that get back behind it. Because the sanction bodies ain't nothing without the fighters, nothing at all. Bearded one said they use the money to cheat for some fighters and put the fix in for other fighters. Yeah, yeah. But you know what though? You know, sometimes they are on the wrong side of history and sometimes they're on the right. You know what I mean? I guess it depends on who you are, whatever else, you know. Hey, there's been so many scandals with all that stuff, but at the end of the day, I do think that they do need to do something for as much as they can for some fighters. Do something for them. Do something. Whole lot of money leaving. Do something. But anyway, guys, that's all for me tonight, man. It's been cool rocking with you guys, man. So if you're new to the channel, man, please, guys, hit the like, thumbs up on your way out, or thumbs down if you guys didn't like it or whatever else. Make sure you guys subscribe and share it, tell everybody about it. And we come on every weeknight, 10 p.m. Eastern. Most of the time, I know we ain't been on a lot. We've been working and doing some stuff, but you guys will see. We've been working on some stuff, so it'll all be out real soon. But anyway, guys, we say what we say. We stand on it. So you guys, that's straight up no chases. So I catch up with you guys tomorrow. Y'all have a good night. Peace, guys. I'm out.